Hey YouTube, the weather finally broke. It's been actually pretty mild. It's only about -6 degrees right now. It's a beautiful blue sky day, about 8 knots of wind. And yeah, I'm out here shoveling, and unfortunately the plane is frozen in its parking spot, so I don't think I'll be able to go flying today, but oh well. The joys and or challenges of winter flying. I've got a snowdrift here, my taxi area, so I can't taxi out until I get into this, and it's pretty hard packed. So a plastic shovel like this one will have a real job of it. Just cleared the snow off of the wings and wanted to get the covers off. Now, of course, trudging through snow here just to go around the plane. It was all covered in snow. Remove the snow. Icicles galore. And now the wing covers, or the tailplane covers, and I don't know if you can see, but there's ice down there. So the cover is frozen with the ground. So very difficult to remove. So it's because there's a pile of snow here, snowdrift, and it melted and created a block of ice, which has now captured the cover and makes it hard to remove. Of course, I can't just tug away at it to my heart's content. Anyway, beautiful day. Would have been nice. Looks like I'll be busy just shoveling snow, and probably won't be able to go flying today after all. So that's a bummer. It's finally warmer here in Calgary. It's about, I don't know, 0 to +5 degrees. It's been incredibly mild over the last few days, and today is Saturday. I have time to go flying, and that'd be perfect. It's nice and mild, and of course the wind kicked in, and it's a 50-knot minimum crosswind, 90 degrees to the runway, and really strong winds aloft. So no flying for me today. Just buttoning up the airplane. Was out here running the engine. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty stormy in the background. It's starting to flurry too. So typical, as soon as I have a day off and can go flying, of course the weather doesn't cooperate. Any other pilots out there wonder why you didn't take up chess as a hobby instead of flying? Last time I wanted to go flying, my tail was frozen to the ground. It's all buttoned up again here, but what you can see is there was a puddle that had formed here and had captured the cuffs of the tail covers in a block of ice. So I couldn't chip away at that without potentially damaging the fabric or the aircraft, so I didn't dare do that, and I couldn't tug to my heart's content because that would have done the same damage. So I couldn't go flying. What I also did last week was I purchased a 5-watt solar panel trickle charger that is now hooked up to the battery. And it's been on there for a week because a couple of times I've had to jump start the battery because it was just weak. The cold here, when it goes down to -30 and the plane's just sitting outside, really does a number with the battery, although the battery's been really good. Anyway, I've had this on a week and it really had charging power. So it really did well to keep the battery topped off, and the plane just cranked right very strongly and started immediately. So that was a good investment. Another thing I do is I use a regular kitchen sink plug with a remove before flight streamer on it to seal the exhaust while I'm not flying so that no moisture gets in. As you can see, my heat bag or heat shroud is Velcro to the engine, but the Velcro doesn't hang on very well, so I've got to find a good solution for that. I'll do that when the weather warms up. The Velcro had lasted for quite a while, but the glue just didn't, well, it came undone, and I've got to find a good solution. Anyway, this is a regular kitchen sink plug. I think it's, what size is it? It's a 1 3/8 inch plug. All right, see you, YouTube.